So it is January 3rd, 2019, 12:30ish. And I'm going to talk about a few things. We've been eating things that are not food lately. James is going to give you an example here. But he's not eating very much of that. We got that last week, and he's eaten 5 pieces now. He says he's eating 1 piece per day. So that should last him until next Christmas. But we had that given to us. We had this given to us too. And so I've been putting off going on a detox, and I just keep eating stuff that's not food. It's terrible. I don't know why. Anyway, I had this single cup coffee pod, and I don't know if I was supposed to have some sort of a maker for it or something. I used it like a tea bag, and it did not work. It's so I can't really tell you, but it didn't taste good. Wolfgang Puck signature regular pod, not good. And I had this Tea Tarek milk tea beverage, instant. It tasted like tea. I don't know. Tea's pretty instant anyway. I can't really see the point to that, but that was given to me. So I had that over the Christmas holidays. And this one too, white coffee, which I don't know. Instant what coffee? I have no idea. You can keep these so you can read them in different languages.
Are these in different languages
yep.
too?
Now,
holy smokes.
This one, fruity, crispy minis. Like when I'm reviewing these things, but these things that are given to us, like this one was best before July 17, 2018. Like they're, by the time we get them given to us, they're usually
suitably aged.
Yes, they're aged.
Like good wines.
Exactly. So I don't know if we can really tell you what the product, if we can give a good review on this, but we're very thankful for being given this stuff, even though this is, I don't know.
A little out of date.
This one wasn't that good, but anyway, it was better than I expected it to be. It's chips that are orchard apple and cinnamon flavor. I mean,
yeah, who'd expect
that to be edible? Anyway, and this one we expected to really be terrible. Boom Chicka Pop caramel and cheddar
did that ever
popcorn
work?
mix.
I'm telling you.
It was good.
Yeah,
we put off eating this because we're like, oh, do you want to try? Because we're like, caramel and cheddar, those flavors don't go together. But what they did is they had caramel corn and they had cheddar popcorn, and they were in the same bag, and it was actually good.
I just ate the caramel first, cheddar after. This is great. I felt like a kid all over again.
And this one was my second favorite.
The Poles know how to do it.
Good crackers.
Yeah.
They have, their flavors are basil, marjoram, rosemary, sage, savory, oregano, thyme, and mint. And wow, this is the best vegetable cracker I've ever had.
It's lucky she didn't try to read that in Polish.
Yeah, it was. They're sort of like Ritz crackers, the way they are crispy and melty, sort of ish. But
lots of flavors.
Lots of flavor. So good. They really know how to make these crackers. So this is Ruwerski, but I guess W's are like double V's, right? So Ruwerski, Versi, Delicane e Chupias. I don't know.
I think that means
good.
Tasty and crisp.
Well, they were both.
Yeah.
But I think, was this your favorite too?
Nope.
Really?
I like this, the Polish thing.
You like,
and then the
this
caramel
was my
and cheese thing.
Ritz,
but those are pretty good.
Sea salt flavor.
I mean, it's like eating air. Crispy air.
Yeah. This was better than a cracker, better than a chip. Just awesome. So anyway, that's my review of the non-food items we've been eating.
Non-food.
I make no. This morning, we went and visited a friend who goes and picks up the expired best before stuff from Costco this morning, and I told him, oh, well, we had Kraft dinner for breakfast mixed with beans. And he was like, he was so disapproving of, I'm not, I realize that I've been eating a lot of not good things lately, but I'm honest about it, I'm telling you. And I'm not under any sort of illusions that Kraft dinner is food. So I had it this morning mixed with a can of Eden organic kidney beans, of all things. That's what I
It's okay. But yeah, it's a sign when a bit of it hits the floor by accident, when the dogs refuse to eat it.
Yeah, they don't like Kraft dinner.
I don't know if that's cheese or not.
I don't know. So anyway, I guess I want to talk about this one first. So we just watched Jesus Christ Superstar live in concert. And it's starring John Legend, Sarah Bareilles, Alice Cooper, and Brandon Victor Dixon.
No.
I don't know these people except, well, everybody knows who Alice Cooper is.
Some even personally.
Maybe,
and
but
willing
not
to admit
me.
it. Yeah.
Anyway, this really wasn't very long, and it was
Mercifully brief.
entertaining.
Yeah, actually, it was pretty good.
My dad would not have approved of this.
Same thing with my dad.
Yeah. Because, but anyway.
My dad's fundamentalist, so.
Yeah, and well, they don't stay true to the story.
They shortchanged a lot of us, and I'm telling you, Judas's part in here, even though this is abbreviated, is really, really expanded. So.
Well, he has more of a role in this than in the whole Bible.
Way more.
Way more. Anyway.
Judas is just a footnote in the Bible.
Still. I mean, the songs are catchy. I have them going through my head.
Earworms. That's what the Germans call them. So.
Superstar. And it's going to be going for probably a week. In fact, I've been singing it occasionally.
Yeah, exactly.
Leading up to watching it, because I've been like, James, we've got to watch it. And so every once in a while.
You were even singing it with changed lyrics to one of our dogs, right?
I was, yes. So Elvis and Opie have gotten to be the star of Jesus Christ Superstar songs.
Yeah, Elvis Bell, Superstar. Yeah, so anyway, it wasn't that bad. I mean,
it was good.
Well, they abbreviated as going to heaven and stuff like that. They should have had. They should have shown. Maybe him not coming out of the grave, but the results of it, like in the Bible.
Well, that's the most important
the real
part
story.
of, really, the important part of the Bible doesn't happen till after Jesus dies, right?
Yeah, lots of people have died for causes, but no cause has survived like Christianity.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's
awesome.
The biggest belief system in the world, even bigger than communism. So.
Yep. So we watched Whitney. This documentary was not as good as I'd hoped. How did you feel about it?
Well, I thought it was actually pretty good, but it's not the best documentary I've ever seen.
No, but
I did check stuff up on the internet. How many times have I done that?
That's true, yeah. If a documentary gets you to hit the internet to look for more details, then that's terrific, isn't it? Yeah,
whether
so
or not
I guess it worked.
I mean, it's the internet. The details might not be true.
No,
well, I was checking Wikipedia, but that's about as good as it gets.
Well,
who knows?
No, that's fine. Anyway, we were... really, I don't think her problems were. I guess what had happened is, like everybody knows, she was pretty messed up. But beautiful voice. But really, I mean, are any of her songs going to go down as in history and be remembered? Her voice, awesome, and beautiful person.
I think so.
Tall, like she looked attractive when she was like in that skeletal kind of
survival mode.
Yeah,
cocaine survival mode.
Even then, she looked beautiful, and afterwards when she'd
kicked some of her habits,
presumably, and gotten bigger, she still, I mean, she looked great. So how many people can pull off looking great at big
twice
and small,
the weight or half the weight?
Yeah. No, I don't think anybody could, really. A few people
Few.
could, but I couldn't. So anyway, just lovely, and I always felt so bad for her. She always seemed so well damaged, right? But I don't think that. I guess the story was that she'd been molested by her aunt.
I think it was
I don't know how old she was when that happened. Anyway, and some people think that's what messed her up. Her dad was awful. And in this documentary, they talk about how her and Michael Jackson would hang out together, and they wouldn't talk, they'd just sit together, because they found comfort with each other because they understood each other, apparently. And I think that's it, they're just, what do you do? I mean, my dad was great. I had a dad who was gentle and loving and really cared about his family genuinely. And he loved Jesus most of all, and would not have been too thrilled about me watching this. Maybe even now. I don't know. but I don't feel bad about it. At one time, when I was young, I was always worried about, what will Dad think about whatever, and then I got to the teenage years and it was all out the window. But anyway, and I'm very thankful for my father. Not everybody gets that, I had a really good dad compared to so many other people.
This guy, Whitney's dad was a user, right? Sued her for not $1,000, but $100 million.
Yeah.
Wow, that's classy act.
I mean, she was trying so hard she gave her family they were on the payroll, and I don't know if they had any real jobs that they had to do for that income, but
I think the fancy word for it is a sinecure, where you're just given a job not to babysit people, but to babysit yourself. You know what I'm saying? Keep yourself off the street.
Yeah.
And it didn't seem to work for her.
So she was trying so hard, and then, I think she was a lesbian. Like, her first person they were saying her first roommate was a lesbian. And I don't think her family was, really, people were quite homophobic back in the 80s anyway, weren't they, generally?
Yeah, they still are, but probably worse back then.
Exactly right. That way. So I think that's probably more of the problems. And then she ended up marrying, Bobby Brown, which that can't be good for anybody but Bobby Brown, I suppose.
I don't think it was even good for him.
I don't even know if it was. Yeah, honestly. So anyway, but honestly, I think she just married him to try to have him control her life rather than her father.
Yeah.
And that's just so sad.
It wasn't necessarily a case out of the frying pan into the fire, but something like that. It's about the same.
Yeah. But like in the documentary, I can't remember who it was, but some of her family, somebody was talking about how they wanted to go visit her, but she had a gate on her property, and they'd go and she wouldn't open the gate. And it's like, you read between the lines and you kind of figure out what happened. She tried so hard to give to her family so much. She gave so much, and it just never seemed to be enough.
Well, a lot of them are drug habits, so the money just would have been wasted. It's like they're trying to fill up a bottomless pit. It's just not going to happen.
It's just so sad. So, and her daughter, so sad. Anyway, I have to return this because the Milo Public Library, they only allow me to have
Milo Public Library. I think.
Great.
Well, definitely. Per capita, you're a way better library. You have a way better library than Lethbridge does.
Well, we're keeping track of where the things that I'm borrowing are coming from, and
Milo, Alberta, awesome.
Milo.
Yeah, I've always been fascinated. I never been there, but fascinated with that name ever since I was a kid.
Honestly, the books that you have at the Milo Public Library makes me want to move to Milo. Almost, you have some quality books. So
plus a better name than Lethbridge, Milo's awesome.
It is a good name.
It's catchy.
It is.
I like it.
Like Milo.
I'm not being ironic.
So anyway, illustrators, figure reference manual. And you can see the female nude, she's just absolutely nude here, which tends to be the case. Female, if you're looking for drawing, like you find a book with nude models and poses, the women are letting her all hang out, and expected to do so, right? But the man, see the man in the corner? You get the top of his bum crack shown here. There's a little thing over it. It's funny, but you get used to it when...
What is that, like where is that? Oh, they put this thing across there.
So you can see his naked back.
Yeah.
And honestly, the pictures, they're very small in this, so they're hard to use, but boy, did I ever get a lot of use out of it. And I'll show you, like, I won't show you the nude poses, but there's quite a lot of them. And then, like, they don't have them, they have some tasteful poses, so you're not getting, like, the money shot. Would that be, like, that pose? That pose there, you would not see that naked. No. So, but anyway, now there's a few things about this that are, like, the models that they have, I don't know that they're, for the most part, models. I think they're really bad actors. And so they're overacting maybe they're stage actors, because you have to accentuate.
I was thinking the same thing. Yeah.
So they're doing
They went right
really
from this
silly.
to doing rehearsals for Jesus Christ Superstar.
Like, look at her expression on her face there.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So, I mean, these expressions are really exaggerated. So if you're used to watching, like, I don't know, Japanese movies or something, then you might be like, oh, they look totally natural. But no. Or if you're a stage actor yourself, and then, but no, they're not natural. So you might want to do put a different face on the people. You might just say, hey James, come over here, and James's face is in this little, you won't be able to see it from there, but she's wearing a maid's outfit. And so anyway, that'd be nice. So anyway, you could do that, or you could pick one of the poses where you don't see their faces. And yeah, whatever. I was thrilled with getting to borrow this and use it. I kept renewing it and just kept doing artwork as, a little bit as I could. And yeah, I'm very thankful for this. This was terrific. So that's all. And I gotta go pick that up, or it's gonna be in Medicine Hat by 3 o'clock.
And all places in between.